The 46th Super Sentai series, Avataro Sentai DonBrothers, is almost here, but before we see the show proper, I thought it would be fun to try something new and give my preconceptions on this interesting new take on Sentai. The first thing of notice is that this series will be a semi-sequel to the 45th Super Sentai series, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, with some characters from Zenkaiger returning along with the collectible gimmick, Avataro Gears, being a direct successor to Zenkaiger's Sentai Gears. I was initially against this idea, but it seems like you can understand and follow the show without watching Zenkaiger. Besides, DonBrothers has its own identity when it comes to its theming, which brings us to the aesthetics. The series is inspired by various Japanese legends, specifically the legend of the Momotaro, and I freaking love the suits in this show. The sunglasses on the helmet are one of my favorite recurring motifs in Sentai, and everyone has unique body features like Saru Brothers' buff arms or Kiji Brothers' wings. Speaking of Kiji Brother, that brings us to the most controversial part of DonBrothers, which is that the Pink and Black Rangers, Kiji Brother and Inu Brother, are completely CGI, and because this is a TV show on a weekly budget, the CGI doesn't look the best, but I don't think it looks as awful as some are making it out to be. Yeah, they lack shadows and the movements are a bit janky from the trailer we saw, but for me, the designs are cool enough to carry them. And we do see from the little bits of Kiji Brother in the trailer that practical effects will still be used for these guys from time to time. I'd highly prefer puppets or practical suits for these guys, but I can tolerate this CG because I like the designs a lot. That's just my take though. If you can't stand the CGI Rangers, valid, just don't be an overreactive jerk about it that goes around policing subjective media opinions. As for the characters and premise, infamous tokusatsu writer Toshiki Inoue is going to be writing DonBrothers. This is his first head writer role in Sentai since Jetman, which is my favorite Sentai series, so maybe that explains why I'm feeling very positive about this show. Inoue has become infamous for writing some weird side content in Kamen Rider, but I think now that he's working on a TV show again, with producers to restrain him from his more edgy tendencies, we'll be in good hands for this series. For our cast, we have a Red Ranger who is literally named Momotaro, the Blue Ranger who has an analytical mind, the Yellow Ranger who is an up-and-coming manga artist, the Black Ranger who is a wanted criminal with his civilian clothes being the most Tetsuya Nomura outfit not made by Nomura ever, and our first male Pink Ranger, who is a salaryman who loves his wife, and reminds me a lot of Leto from Ultraman Geed. I love how diverse this cast backgrounds are, which can lead to a lot of great character interactions and conflict in this series. Speaking of conflict, we have a rival villain group to the DonBrothers known as the Brain Persons, which have cool outfits and monster designs. We don't know much about them yet, but I'm very excited to see how they'll play off our heroes. We also have Kaito, Zenkaiger himself, returning in DonBrothers as the mysterious Black Zenkaiger. This is an interesting development, though probably the thing I'm least excited for in DonBrothers. Not because I hate Zenkaiger, on the contrary, I think it's a pretty good show. It's just I love so much of the new stuff DonBrothers is bringing to the table that I really didn't need anything from the last season coming back. Overall, am I excited for DonBrothers? Hell yeah, this is probably the most excited I've been for a Sentai series ever. It's clicking a lot of boxes for me, just from the pre-release info I've been getting, from varied character types, creative suits, and a bopping opening song with a fun dance sequence attached. Yeah, the CGI Rangers are but I'm sure we'll get an upgrade sooner or later that makes the suits practical, because CGI requires a lot of work, even if it doesn't look the greatest, and doing that on a weekly television budget sounds like a logistical nightmare. And those are my preconceptions on DonBrothers. Tell me your preconceptions about DonBrothers in the comments below, and I'll see ya for more content soon.